Let's talk about your first hearing date. So anytime you file a petition in probate court, you're going to be given a hearing date. And that hearing date is going to be a number of months in the future, depending on how busy the court is. And different counties in California have different timelines because of the workload that they have. So you might be in one county where you can get a hearing date in a matter of 6 to 8 weeks, whereas another county, it might be more like 3 to 4 months. Now, a lot of times people see that hearing date and in their minds they think, oh, that must be the date when the court is going to make a decision as to whether I win or whether I lose. And that is completely false. That initial hearing date is nothing more than a status conference. It's a chance for the judge to check in on the parties and see who is in favor of the petition and is anybody going to object to the petition. And then the court's going to schedule another hearing date. That's another status conference. And you're going to keep getting these hearing dates one after the other until the discovery is complete. And what the judge wants to know is, just tell me when you're ready for trial. And you're not going to be ready for trial until you complete your discovery. The judge knows that, the court knows that, and they're going to give everybody a fair opportunity to complete their discovery. Now, it could be that you go 3, 4, 5 hearing dates in, and one side says, look, we're done with our discovery, we want a trial date, and the other side says, we're not done, we still have some depositions to take. And then it'd be up to the judge to decide. Some judges are going to say, I'm going to give you another 90 days, come back later. Other judges might say, I'm going to go ahead and set you for a trial setting conference so that we can at least get a trial date on calendar. It all depends on the judge. The judge has complete discretion in terms of whether to set another hearing date, or whether to set a trial date, or whether to set you up with what we call a TSC, which is a trial setting conference. So it's a hearing just to set a trial date. There's a lot of different ways the judge can go. But what you need to know as the petitioner is that initial hearing date really doesn't mean much, especially if there's going to be an objecting party involved in this. Keep in mind that most trust contest lawsuits take anywhere from 10 to 24 months to resolve from start to finish, or longer. And if a case actually gets resolved in 10 months, that is lightning fast. So the chances of your case being done in 10 months, especially if it is going to go all the way to trial, it's practically 0% that that's going to happen. So for cases that go to trial, you're at least 24 months into the case before you get to trial. And it could be longer. There's cases where you go 3, 4, 5 years before you get to trial. It all depends on the case, the parties, the witnesses, the judge. There's so many different factors that it's very difficult to predict how long it's going to take. But that's the deal with your initial hearing date. Don't get too excited. It's just the starting point of a very long process to come.
The Big Challenge is presented by Albertson Davidson, LLP. We're ready to handle any big challenge. Albertson Davidson is here to help you fight for your inheritance. Check out aldavlaw.com for hundreds of legal articles and videos to answer all your California trust questions. We'll see you on the next episode of The Big Challenge.